power is balance. Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian, and today I'm revisiting Clive, Ifrit's Dominant, one of my favorite decks to just sit down and jam for a little bit, because there's nothing more fun than a bunch of big, red, and devotion. This is a deck that's looking to play big permanents onto the battlefield, ones that have a lot of colored mana pips. Then use those colored mana pips to draw even more cards off of Clive, because that's what he does when he enters. He discards your hands and gets you a fresh new one, oftentimes drawing you more than 7 cards, so you better be ready to have an infinitely large hand size. This deck is ramping, but more importantly, it's playing things that have just like a bit of extra value when they sit and play. My favorite being Powerbalance. Oftentimes you'll even be playing various burn artifacts and enchantments like Chainsaw or the Crude Abattoir, just to get more devotion in play, even if you're not using their Enter the Battlefields or Unlock effects, because you want to have more and more and more devotion so you get more and more and more value, not just from Clive, but even from cards like Anax, Nykthos, and Nyx Lotus. So let's take Clive into the queue and see what that big red can do. Y'shtola, Knights, blessed, and lucky me with a Gemstone Caverns on a draw. So this is going to be a lot of higher cost non-creature spells. That's what Y'shtola does. I'm going to drop this Blasphemous Act that draw them cards. As long as I lose life or they lose life in a turn, they will be drawing cards, which adds up really, really quickly. I'm going to play this Needlehead because I know you're going to be drawing cards. Yeah, the fact that this triggers on either player's turn is wild. And if you get to a 4-player game, she goes nuts. Seriously, Y'shtola is one of those, like, don't make this as your first commander, that is not how you make friends kind of cards. Anyway, those are 2 very, very lovely mountains you have. Do you have a Tithe? No, they're using Dismember! Thank you, Blood Moon. We love you, Blood Moon. I don't run Winter Moon in this deck because I have a bunch of non-basics that I like. But I have no shame in the Blood Moon. We're mono red and we match into some real nasty decks. Also, life is a resource. Yeah, this is more devotion for Clive. Enchantments are one of the best things for Clive to get to play. All right, so this gets the mana of whatever colors they need. That's why they didn't concede right away. Thank you for not doing that. You have such nice fixing. I wonder what they get. I wonder what they drop. They dropped Aang's Iceberg. It costs 3. Good for Y'shtola. Ooh, Lelia? Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Lelia. Paying some life. Getting the ping. I could have also aimed for, like, the post-combat Clive. Subtlety. Okay. Free spells. I'll put Lelia to the bottom. I hope I get to steal something, then. Let me steal. Just pay 2 mana for that. Keep pinging their face. This could be a Wrath of God that they got. This could be an extra turn. It could be a Lightning Bolt. A place! Look at you and all your mana in your right colors. Gross and Grip! They get rid of the Blood Moon. They're like, finally, freedom! Freedom. But for how long? Clive! Obliterate! No, I love doing this. Please. Thank you. Yes. Give me a bolt. Thank you. Bop. So good at Magic. You say to the deck, give me a bolt. And the deck gives you a bolt. Yuna, Hope of Spira, will be putting enchantments in their graveyard, bringing them back, and giving herself and those Trample, Lifelink, and Ward 2 during their turn. I'm going to be playing Valakut because I would love to actually get Valakut online. This is one of the newer additions to this deck, and it's pretty nice because if you get enough mountains, you get to start bolting when you play a land, which, yeah. Curse of Silence. Are you going to curse Clive? No, Clive. Now I'm going to have to ramp to 8. All right, so we are now on the just big red good stuff. Hope for the best. And eventually we'll get Clive out. Hi, Yuna. What cool enchantments do you have? None. Okay. With no devotion, the next Lotus is a pretty boring play this turn. But I'm still going to throw it down just because I know, like, I'll be able to get at least 1 mana out of it if I get a permanent to stick. Oh, and they're missing land drops. They're missing land drops, and I almost have Valakut online. I'm okay with that. Get him, Fanatic Emojis. Yeah, I've never pulled off Valakut in Caldera Breaker. But for anybody who doesn't know what would happen here, I would take every mountain out of my deck, and then if Caldera Breaker dies, all of the mountains will enter at the same time, and I'll get 5 bajillion damage. But I would need this to die. Which... kind of risky? Which I might be able to do it off of Nyx's Lotus. With Chandra Exile. So it would have to be Spiteful Banditry. Teja. Giving you Eunice something to bring back. But if they exile this, my lands are just gone forever. Do Brawl decks typically need more lands than a commander deck? Yes. In part because, like, there's no system of forgiveness. So this is being exiled, so it's just going to be gone. There's no system to, like, help forgive if you're, like, slowed down. Like, hey, can I just, like, grab a land? Because it's not a casual format. So now I won't ever have Valakut online. That's too bad. But also, we don't have as good fast mana. We finally ended up getting, like, the talismans and stuff. Actually, I'm really happy I played the Nyx's Lotus, because otherwise I would be cut off from so much mana. Yeah, in Commander, if you're missing land drops, your opponents might leave you alone to go focus on someone else. But it's 1v1. You gonna grab that Fenrir? Fenrir gets them a land. Chandra. -5.
I've got a burning desire to finish you.
Got tons of mana.
So I'm a little hot-headed.
In Uthgard Fury. I can play that before this, and that still leaves me with 8. This is big red. Clive and the girls. Gotta land. Hold the dog. Swing for 2. Discard. Leyline of Combustion. The biggest and the reddest. Yeah, I would recommend staying, like, between 35 and 40 lands. And if your land deck, potentially playing more than 40 lands. There's also some super aggro decks that can play closer to 30, but those are the decks where it's, like, all 1 and 2 drops. Enchantress's Presence with Calyx. Ooh, yes, draw a card. Lives the life. Now we're cooking with gas. Oh, we are doing more than just cooking with gas. Do I have a haste enabler in here? No. So I will start with the exile the top card, see if it is one. No, that's an Abrade, though. Here. Seething Song. Use this for this. I can actually do either side just because I'm looking to just play this for the next Lotus. I would like to find something that helps me get haste so I can play these. Kraza itself has haste, but it's not quite lethal until we get a little bit more burn. GG. Terra Magical Adept, a 5-color enchantments commander. I do love having a Seething Song here, but I'm going to mulligan. Okay. Less land, but more responses. This will be putting things in the graveyard and then potentially getting either enchantments out or just being a graveyard 5-color deck. Because I've seen Terra as just, hey, I have self-mill in the command zone. A goose. I will shove the goose. Always bolt the bird. Even if it's not the best one. Dredger's Insight. Mills a little. Okay, I see a Zombify. That's good for graveyard stuff. Solar Transformer. Do some ramping. I have a nice Cursed Mirror coming up. Scalding Tarn. Crack it open. Possibly getting a dual land here. Opening up more colors. Yep, Sacred Foundry. They're playing Priest of Felright, so another Reanimator. They haven't put the scary stuff in their graveyard yet, but I can tell they're definitely going for Reanimation, which doesn't surprise me. I can kill one of these, but not both, and I think killing Ignoble Hierarch is a noble thing to do. I can turn into either of you. That's cute. I don't have a creature to do. I think I'll actually abrade the priest. Like, they can still bring it back as part of the unearth. But I'll use the Chain Whirler on this next turn because I want to keep building up mana. Faithless Looting, they draw and discard. Colossal Sky Turtle. Okay, let's got cycling. Let's see what Terra puts in the grave. Null Drifter. That's only on cast. I'll use Goblin Chain Whirler. Whoosh. Uthgard Fury. They're not doing Saga stuff, so I'm not that worried about this flipping. So I'll just hit their face. They got a blinged out deck. Yeah, lots of nice alt arts. Not a Terra alt art. I think there is a Terra alt art with like Yeah, I want to say that there's like one of the watercolor illustrations for it. Hi Liliana, bye Goblin Chain Whirler.
I've always hated it.
Bonk. I will play this, making sure I'm leaving open some red, because this can be used from the graveyard. We draw a whole boatload of cards. Clive gets haste. 1, 2, 3. And I don't mind discarding, so I'm just going for face. Take him down. How many mounts do I have? 3. Okay. Oh, Hicks. They're looting again. One day you'll put the right card in the graveyard. This Terra also has some infinites. Ooh, there we go. Otraxa. Do you have a reanimate? Necromancy. That's a reanimation spell. It's a really weird reanimation spell just because of like the odd nature of this card's wording. They had to rewrite this card entirely to make it function within Magic's rules. Yeah, it has a lot of text. Ah, they gained life.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Yeah, I'm tired of your secrets. I'm tired of you, Liliana. Yep. No, I need you to not use the solar transformer. Necromancy. Hi, Atraxa. Bam, right in the face. Wait, crap, does that give haste? Yeah, it does. Okay, well, they'll Atraxa me again anyway. No, my Clive!
Sacrifice.
Hey, the bird! Yeah, them giving the Atraxa haste will gain them a lot of life. And do some other stuff. Is there a way to play Brawl to avoid super competitive games? Brawl will always be people trying to, like, do the most they can for whatever their commander happens to be, I feel. Practice trains up will be great. People will always be playing to win rather than setting up comps, and that is mostly because it's 1v1. But I do think that you can, like, do direct challenges or just play, like, commanders that are not the best possible version of what they're trying to do. And if that's all you play, you will match into less super scary stuff. You love Atraxa. I don't. Too scary. So they're going to get to gain some more life here. Invoke the Divine. And they're going to get a giant avatar. Please stop gaining life. I'm mono red. Life gain is cheat. That's another reanimation, unfortunately, in their hand. And also, I am fairly dead to like, the everything. Block this. Die anyway. GG, 5-color reanimator. Yeah, reanimated all over the place. A Johnny Nakat Pariah. Such a menace, such a scourge, such a scary commander, because he plays himself. He brings out his brother. He murders his brother. He sparks, and then he makes more brothers and smacks you in the face. Hi, Guide of Souls. Hello, Modern Horizons. I'm gonna bring out this Zookeeper Mechan. Mechan me angry. Flame Slash. Oof, removal. Mother of Runes, so they'll have protection, unless I manage to find removal on this turn. Or ideally, both of these, but I'll take just killing one. I might go for Seething Song so I can double spell. Yeah, I'm gonna Seething Song for the double spell. I'm gonna go for Fire Crystal into Chainsaw. I don't respect my mother. Chainsaw. Right to the face. Fear of missing out. Do I have a land in the graveyard? Nope. Get to Delirium. Nice. And Impacol, yeah. So this person is playing some very good just Boros aggro cards. I will discard this land. And it will get me that card. I am now delirious. What else is new? Do I want to attack him twice? Yeah, I don't think leaving up as blockers is that good because they just get flying. Clive next turn will draw me a whole boatload of cards, and I love having Fire Crystal for this. You wish Chainsaw had an audio cue? That would be so fun. I feel like this is the kind of card that... It's a rare! They used to give rares animations, remember that? But you know what they could do for this one? They could go like... and just like make that sound effect. I like it. Some lands still get sound effects when they come in. Ow, oof, oof, ow, owie, my bones. What do you mean I can't cast spells this turn? I'm killing Inimpakal. Heck yeah. Nope, still going in. I didn't have enough mana to activate Fire Crystal, but I don't think that would have done much for me anyway. I don't know, copy Fear of Missing Out. Get even more combat. Who's flying? They are. Not dead yet. This costs mana. This flips. Then I die. Okay, I am dead this turn. Good game, Johnny. They killed his brother by shoving him into a cannon. Yes, that's what they did. He was sparked by the trauma and then made another cat and lashed out at me. Whew. Leovold, Emissary of Trest, is very annoying, in part because he prevents my commander from drawing cards. In fact, he prevents you from drawing any cards outside of one a turn. In your regular old draw step. And that combines horribly with symmetrical wheel effects. And that's not wheelie fun for me. It's wheelie fun for them, though. So this is going to be Sultai good stuff. And them drawing cards and me not drawing cards. I'm just sitting here on my shove aside. I was thinking you might play like a Llanowar elf or something I could shove. I mean, I could shove Leovold, too. He's a shovable kind of elf. This is the Powerbalance waiting room. Hey, any Powerbalances in the chat? Oh, they're tutoring and holding up double blue. How I wish all decks were just Powerbalance. I'll probably lean into Chandra or Enduring Courage this turn, because Enduring Courage into Fury into Overlord, if I get mana, would be just so tasty. Okay, there's the Birds of Paradise. So I'll try to go for, actually, Chandra because of the birds. Chandra, plusing for mana and shoving the bird. Take this bird and shove it! You think Leovold would be cooler if he were Morcant? Just like a really sexy elf lady? No, instead he's the Steven Universe debate elf. A reference that only people on Tumblr understand, which is a darn shame. Here comes Leovold, with 1 mana up. There goes Leovold, drawing a card. I'm so happy I got that cavern, though. I'll name Human! But I'm using it to play a dog this turn. Because dog plus burn or double strike equals big scary. You want to play Leovold again? I'll kill him. You know I will, too. Maybe they don't know. because of the extra little buffins there. One sec. I'm going to exile the top card first. Okay, that's 2 damage. Full cost Fury. Bop it. Enjoy your card draw. And then we get the +2/+0 and the double strike combined means this is so much damage. Hasting the Overlord is also a ton of damage. But this is more like damage to the face. Yeah, it's so funny to me that there were edits of Leovold that came from Tumblr of like him holding a gun, and they were not from people that knew he was from Magic the Gathering. They're like, yeah, it's Steven Universe Debate Elf. Trying to decide if I want to go impending or not. Full cost. I feel like it's a subtlety or something. Okay, so if I had gone for the commander, that would have gone through. I'll just get 2 from that. I have the Ramanop 2 for 2 more next turn. Great. Kill Leovold enough, and sure they have cards, but they can't deal with this. Also, the amount of burn I just directed directly at their face. Raphaelos, Llanowar Emissary, and me with 3 different cards that kill Raphaelos, Llanowar Emissary. That's gonna be the name of the game here. It's kill this thing before it taps for mana. And we've got a chainsaw to cut them down, a chain whirler to chain whirl them, and I'm not even gonna use this chainsaw here to hit this goose. I would rather get this Arcane Signet in play. A little bit of ramp. Okay, booty. That's fine. This is non-targeting removal. Cursed Mirror. I will just play it as is. Nice mana rock that gets me some devotion. And I will chainsaw the goose now. They will be able to hit the Raphaelos here because it will have haste. But I don't have a way to stop that. So we'll take the actions we have, build up some devotion, and then murder him. So with your extra 3 mana, what do you got? I mean, if you don't have anything, that's kind of weird. Let me try this Chain Whirler. Hit him with the whee! Oh, perfect, it worked. And I guess I have enough mana to give my Chain Whirler a chainsaw. Oh, he must love that. He's like, I never heard of this. Oh, she, right. This is a girl goblin. A girlblin. I have 5 devotion already. Feeling pretty good about that. They are flaring because they know that, like, if they play Raphaelos, I'm a mono red deck, I'll probably kill him. Which is what he deserves. I can go Cavalier and drop both of these, or I could play Fire Crystal and just set up. I like this, though. I'm going to drop... I might hold Fire Crystal. Nah, drop it. Okay, lands. Because I got a land, I can give these haste and swing in for 13. It's a Goblin Chainsaw Whirler. Yeah, she's got to love that. So right now it's spend 5 mana to get 5 mana with Raphaelos, which, like, gives you the Raphaelos. But I have Clive with haste. Is this an Amy deck? This is an Amy deck. This is Amy playing one of her comfort decks that has been updated, that's still really, really fun. Alright. I want to have the 2 mana up. Taste my haste. Swinging with everyone. It's lethal. That's a pretty great worm you got there. But I have a goblin chainsaw whirler. Larb, calamities, augur. Me, not having anything until turn 5. Still not, or turn 3. Still not having anything until turn 3. I'm gonna go for a double mulligan. And, oh, perfect. My favorite card, Powerbalance. I'm gonna throw back this Harvester, and they're gonna be playing things from the top of their deck, especially lands and cards that cost 4 or more. I have, like, all of my hopes on Powerbalance, the best card in the deck, the funniest card in the deck. The reason we play this deck, getting a hit. Please don't hit Powerbalance. You can hit Fury. Fury can kill your commander. Hit Seething Song. It cheats out so much mana. Whew, phew. They didn't hit Powerbalance. The only card I care about in this deck. I did not get a land. I'll play the Generous Plunderer. That lets me give all of us players a little bit of extra mana. It's funny ramp. Time for Larb. Reveal, 3-drop, 2-drop. That will give us both treasures. And, am I feeling this is a Seething Song kind of turn? Seething Song into Fury. No, I think this is a Strike Master. Cheat out Fury with Lightning Bolt to kill Glarb. Boop. 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 What's going to be the best way to collect the new cards ASAP? Either buying and opening packs, drafting the new set, or having just a ton of wild cards banked. The Gomba's real? Yeah, but, like, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna get the game. I'm gonna win. Why didn't you cast a spell? You could have cast Glarb. Don't you want garbage? You gonna counter Seething Song? It's just mana. Not even using it for Clive. I'm using it for Chandra. Chandra can kill Glarb.
You're going down.
Okay. Well, I found a third land. Good news. Bad news, it's gone. I wonder if they'll flash out like a Nashi or something here. Do you ever feel like maybe I play too much Magic the Gathering? Do you ever feel that perhaps Amy needs to take a dang break from this game? Because the shots are called. Yeah, I found a land. The only positive about this is so we know what card they got. They have an instant speed Thoughtseize. So if I put cards in my hand, they're able to hit them. Oh man, it's a land. Then I'll get Time Warp. They're gonna kill Mashandra.
We're done here.
I'm still gonna reveal it just because it makes me feel better about myself. So they still have the instant speed Thoughtseize, but that cannot hit the mountain at least. Yes, I want the lands to do this, to do that, to do that, to do this. Hopefully Glarb doesn't counter it. If he does, he does. Clive. Clive driving me 6, even if they like do make me discard one, I don't really mind that. I will discard my lack of a hand. Wonderful. Swinging for 2, which is also 4. Love that. Their life total's getting nice and low. Yeah, they directed 8 damage to Chandra. Thank you, Chandra. What do we have? Anax, Overlord, Abrade, Brotherhood's End. I have 3 lands and they have 7. Utopia Sprawl. 1 drop. Ah, okay. And now they know it's gonna be a 3. I was hoping it would be Ragavan. Play 3 drop. Play something that costs 3. Play something that costs 3. Please, it's free goblins for me. 6? I know it's not a 6-drop on top of my deck. Okay, now I have 2 lands. Keep making treasures. Give me the damage where I can take it. Gonna use our fancy new, they changed how we're allowed to allocate damage. And I will start by attempting... do I just... No, I go all in here because I need mana anywhere I can get it. Can't believe they got rid of my power balance though. Do I Brotherhood's End? Or just kill Galar? I'm gonna just go for kill Galarb here. The Thoughtseize me? I know you still have that Thoughtseize. Okay. Overlord of the Boiler Villagers might be able to just kill them though with face damage. Oh, hey Davriel, please don't get the life gain one. The drawing cards gains you life. Oh, there's temporal manipulation. So they get 2 chances.
Trust me.
And the first one gets them. Draw 3 cards and emblem. Whenever you draw a card, exile the top 2 cards of their library. Okay. Which actually could be good for them because it allows them to like swap around cards for Glarb. You think they have Ultimatum? Like, I mean, I know it's in their deck because they've taken 2 extra turns. 3 extra turns. The question is, do they have it in their hand right now? So they have 6 damage lined up, then another 6 damage lined up, and they searched the top half of their deck. They got a card, well, top third.
Oh, you don't want to mess with me.
And we wait. Desperate. Why aren't you attacking with Glarb? To surveil? You don't need to surveil. Got rid of my power balance. Got rid of my lands. I just gotta believe. No, I don't believe that. I get a free spell. Break expectations. They are going to turn one of my cards into a bunch of garbage. Okay, that was my 6 damage to their face. I think Replicating Ring's probably my pick here because I need mana.
My services are not cheap.
They draw 3, exile 2 cards from their hands. Not much of a downside. Opposition, Languish. Okay. And they still haven't cast their free spell land. Oh my god, it's Emergent Ultimatum. What a surprise. So they've already done a bunch of extra turns. So they have Worst Fear, Expropriate, and Grizzleman. I'm never going to get another turn ever again. So I am going to leave. No matter what, eventually they will have lethal from that by just attacking me and not letting me do things. Toth, the first Metal Bender, will be animating lands every turn, also animating some artifacts too, which can allow you to do things like take infinite turns with a Mind Slaver. This Toth, though, has this cool ability of non-token artifacts are lands, and since those lands can then be, earthbent, you earthbend them, and then you can kill them and let them come back. Power Balance loves me today. Thank you, Power Balance. I'm so glad you showed up. If only I had Sensei's Divining Top. I don't think anybody in Arena should have Sensei's Divining Top. So So I'd love to play my my power balance, but that would mean I need to use Fury to kill this Hobbit. I want to use the Pyroclasm. Always bolt the bird. Yeah, it would be constantly holding priority. It would be enabling a bunch of combos. Also, it's Divining Top, which is just kind of a nuts card. Bobble would let them get a sneak preview at what my card for power balance is. Hi, Kren. Kren gonna make himself bigger. And they look at the top part of my deck. Wonder what it is. I bet it's a mountain. Oh, was it a mountain? Uthgard Fury. Well, I have it, so I'll play it. This gets me 2 Sweet Devotion and kills Kren. I wonder if this is actually a Naya Legends deck. I'm just wondering that. This is a card that, like, isn't doing anything particularly with Toph. This is something that's, like, recurable if you animate it and then let it die. Kind of lets you draw twice. Oh, okay, X equals 1. Just keep killing these things and building up more devotion. Oh my god, that would be so funny if we had a card called Sensei's Divining Bottom. It just lets you rearrange the bottom cards of your deck. And don't let Emery have a Divining Top either. Or Murata. Yeah, there's a lot of cards I really do not want to have access to that. Orb. Power Balance, because I know what I'm about. And then I think I'll Fury Toph. And I'll drop Harvester. Because I think I'll have enough card advantage off Clive. Boop. Boop. Cast a spell. Please, for me. If they ever let me help design an unset, we'll put Sensei's Divining Bottom in there. Alright, this lets them sacrifice their lands on demand and also protect their creatures. Both very important here. I take 2. I have enough for Clive. And it's either we Clive or we just Needlehead. I'll Clive. Could get reprieved or something. They do have white mana up. If they Swords to Plowshare him or kill him, get lost, whatever, in response, he'd have less devotion. But already, this is just an absurd amount of cards. I have to discard 2 of them. I'll discard Gemstone and Eidolon. Leave myself with some lands, a little bit of ramp, a little bit of removal, haste enabling, and something that likes to get me more cards. Power Balance, please! Aw, it's a land. I'll get a hit, don't you worry. It's for content. Yeah, no need to attack in there. Holding the Abrade might be good to, like, just in case they get that Mindslaver. Tip. Tip. Turn 3 mana into 1 mana.
Crashed a wedding like this before.
Crash a wedding.
This is a warning shot.
Play a Mind Stone. Chill on Big Clive. Yeah, I'm chilling on Big Clive. Also, if they activate Huatli's ability here, I can be like, ba-bam. That was 5 mana to do nothing. Well, I guess they could protect her, but they'd have to sacrifice a land. And who would win? Dinosaurs or Clivosaurs? I could see them putting Divining Top into Arena Cube, but I think it would be a really annoying card because of how it holds priority in Arena. Might Form Harmonizer. Off the top, it's... Mountain. Okay. That's fine. I didn't want to spell or anything. Oh? Make her big? I'm considering, like, do I want to crack Mind Stone in order to change what's on top? No, because I feel like I should be abrading. I think that they're going to be beefing up this Watley, and I can at least try to get them to, you know, drop a land off this. Not that they won't be replaying it. Yeah, this actually feels like it might just be more of like a Naya aggro deck than what I was expecting. Which, that's fine. Naya aggro's good. Look, you're gonna have more lands to use. You want a Shroud? Alright, I'll trade with Clive. This goes away because it was warped in. Treasures! Bye, my friend Harmonizer. Cavalier. I got some lands to discard. Like, this one, and this one. That's a lot of mana. Yes, please. Nykthos? Activate! Nyctavoid! Do the thing! I'll play Lelia. Playing this from the graveyard is better. But also I have another haste enabler, Cavalier. Yes, I would like to draw 15 cards. This is too many cards. I'm overwhelmed by this. Boop.
Aw, you're looking
Kill the Sylvan Safekeeper. I have made a mistake. No, it's fine. I won't be able to do full hasten. But I can take out that Ice Till. Or have given one thing haste. But I think this is better. Get rid of the Ice Till so they can't recur to the fetch over and over. And swing in for a bit. Too many cards. No such thing. Yeah, but think about how hard the discarded end step would have been. GG tough. Rennie of the Unwritten is a Dragons commander. Enters, attacks, gets dragons from the top of the deck, and oftentimes triggers twice in one turn. This hand has some damage and some devotion. It has a discount, but I'm going to throw it back for more pure ramp. And I found some, because we're going to have to race against a lot of land-based ramp. There is going to be some creature-based ramp, too. So having the removal is important, being able to, like, bolt birds. But so is being able to play my own threats at the same speed. A goose? I'm getting loose with that goose. I'll play Ruby Medallion, kind of expecting to go for Storm's Wrath. Tarkan will behold a dragon. Oh, a dragon! And I guess I could kill both of these. I think that that's probably worth it. I have more single target removal off Caldera Breaker. Next turn, I can Mind Stone Defiler. And this can get them a land. Because they have a treasure. Or, oh, they have another land here. Can still get them a land. Put it into play. Nesting Instinct. I'm holding my dragons. I love dragons. They're so cool. Mind Stone, Defiler. Yeah, and there's even like Arena of Glory is a land that can give haste. They're so good. The haste enablers that stick around for a Rennie are so nice. I think one of my favorite cards to like curve into a Rennie is also the 3-mana creature Sarkhan, because it discounts a Rennie and can become a copy of Rennie. Oh my god, Arena of Glory. I was just talking about you. Oh, they didn't kill my Defiler. Oh, they said oops. So they meant to kill Defiler there. They just didn't. I'm doing bad math here. I'm gonna take every mountain out of my deck. Kill Glorybringer. Swing for 10. And next turn, it's gonna be some Rennie. There's a land. They'll activate the Arena of Glory, play a Rennie, and swing. That will give them probably 2 dragons. It's possible it whiffs on one. Oh, wait, they're not going for the haste. Okay. I'm fine with that. Thank you. Free FOMO. And by free, I mean it costs 2 life, but it's worth it. Play this. Clive. Keep playing the lowest cost possible so I can get more spells. You hate Caldera Breaker? Good, it's a stupid design. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I hope you like seeing Clive. This is a deck, by the way, that has a very, very soon to be added upgrade. The Squelcher, Hexing Squelcher, is another card I will absolutely recommend adding into this deck, serving a similar purpose, but actually doing better than Kraza to help protect your permanents and prevent counter spells, because I think one of the things that Red can struggle against are counters, because it's hard to get through when none of your spells land, and you have to commit a lot to your various spells when you're playing mono red. This deck, though, is really fun, and I will also say Clive is a absolute hit and a half for Commander, not just for Brawl. I would recommend him 2 thumbs up for playing at a Commander table, because you actually get to flip him over sometimes in Commander and use him to fight, get more mana, and then flip him right back, since people aren't running as much removal. Your table might not like it, but I certainly do. So I will absolutely say, good job. We love you, Clive. And the #1 card that you should put into your Commander version is Powerbalance. Please play it. You'll appreciate it, and your table will think it's funny. I'll also think that it's funny. If you're looking for my deck list, you can find it in the description of the video. And if you would like to suggest a commander from Lorwyn Eclipsed for me to start brewing as we get into the next set, please let me know. Let me know in the comments. I am excited to start brewing, and I already know that there's a couple of fancy elves and fairies that I'm going to be brewing around. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Morcant, with your toe hooves, and Marilyn with your crime. But all the other suggestions are very, very welcome. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.